back, you bunch of weirdos, to the Manchester United career mode. And guys, big news developing right here. As you can see right here, Old Trafford, who we've been playing a little bit of tennis back and forth, seeing now, hey, you can still play me. I'm still in it. I got still my heart in it. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do when my contract is over. And you know that girl, that friend that always do you wrong, but every single time you give them a second chance, you know what? I'm like, you know what, Onder? I believe you. I know I shouldn't believe you, but I believe you. So we're gonna keep on playing that, man. I love him too much. And as you can see in this episode, we have a little bit of a splash page right here. Boom! We got a little bit over a month away. We got the transfer window, so start leaving me, guys. Start leaving me your suggestions down below on what players that I should be transferring, or what players you think that Manchester United should be transferring in real life, as we train a Fosu-Mensah getting up to a 75. As we have our final game of Champions League qualifications, we are all but qualified, but a little bit to work in here. But as you can see, with us all but qualified, I don't really care who we match up against. Bring on all comers. We got an amazing team, so I'm starting to all the youngsters up high. Rashford, Fosu-Mensah, Bosworth, Jackson actually getting in on them duties. Nahar, Yanazai, I apologize, Angel Correa. And there we go. Wolfsburg, a very, very strong team. A team that, you know, beat us in real life. Hopefully we can get our revenge. Speaking of beating us in real life, oh my god, as of recording this, I'm an emotional shambles, man. I'm a shattered chandelier of heartbreak. Because I just watched Liverpool take Manchester United out to the back of the shed and beat us with a silly with a switch. It was not good. It was not good indeed, and thankfully, I have this career mode to go and run to. Hold me tight and tell me everything's gonna be alright right here. Kiss me on the forehead, right? And tuck me in and read me, you know, nice little bedtime stories as we kick off this match. Enough of the bedtime stories. Let us write a story of our own right here. There we go, Wolfsburg. We're the first ones on the attack, but much like David De Gea, in between the sticks. It was going to take something special to get past him, something a lot better than that, and then finally, in the 17th minute, we can finally muster something going for it. Yanazai with the body feint inside, gives it up to Rashford, beautifully run onto that ball right there, fires it near post, but cannot get it past Benaglio, quite a player, but then, basically, nobody wants to mark Angel Correa, can't quite find enough room to take a shot himself, hits it over to Yanazai, and that was lightning quick, reading the game ahead of it. The moment that it comes into Yanazai, knows that he's about to get closed down, sees a streaking Ander Herrera, the man of the hour, the man of mystery. What will he do? Will he go or will he stay? But what I do know is when he's in the game, he plays like he loves that badge. He really does. If this is just some type of ploy to get, you know, more money in the market, I can understand. But look at him tracking back, breaking up the play, putting out the fire. He is the one who starts this up. Memphis plays it on to Rashford. Rashford has the strength to go and hold off them. Crossbody OP with the left foot. He's only got a 3-star weak foot, might I add. That was just unexpected. We really didn't have any options. I was like, maybe I'll have a shot, maybe it'll bounce off and it'll find someone on the rebound. Did not expect it to put it past the Swiss international. I believe Benaglio was Swiss. I can be wrong right there. But what an absolute shot. We have been trending up Rashford quite a bit, and interesting in this career mode right here, he actually has a higher finishing stat than Anthony Martial. He's up to an 83. Martial is up to an 81. Speaking of which, I'll put a squad report in the next episode so you guys can go see some of the developments right before we go into the transfer window. Another save by David, big boy, De Gea right there. And we go into the half up by 2, a commanding 2-goal lead right there. The young boys really taking on and surprising Wolfsburg right there. The Bundesliga side kind of stunned to the back heel right here. And look at this great little intercutting play, and Ander Herrera almost getting that off. That would have been a very, very tiki-taka-esque goal right there if we could have actually scored it. Now Correa onto the ball, goes ahead, flips it back over, and just we lacked that one edge in the second half, and we were just we wanted to get that third goal to go ahead and put the game to bed, but we couldn't find our finishing boots. And when you don't take your chances on one end, stuff like this can happen to you. Cruz going ahead, playing it around right here, going to Draxler back to Sigurdsson, what is he gonna do right here? Finds it, and sloppy play leads to this. Cruz going near post OP, finally defeating David De Gea. And the 79th minute, we were in it, guys. We were in for a dogfight for the last 11 minutes, and you know, some odd extra minute in injury time. Could have gone through, could have put this game to bed many a time. But look at this, David should have done better. Left-footed, excellent firecracker from Cruz right there, but disappointing from the lads. We're bringing a couple of substitutes right here. But then it'll be Wolfsburg going ahead, whipping it inside, beautiful chance. And what a reaction save from David De Gea to go ahead and get down right there. Fosu-Mensah cutting out the danger in the 92nd minute. We do escape, but it was a nervy 11 minutes and some odd change in injury time. As you can see right there, the man that we've all been talking about for the past couple of years, Ander Herrera, going ahead and getting man of the match for us. And a tight match, as you can see right here, tied in shots on target. The difference was Rashford essentially hitting a left foot blast and us having a better keeper. And now it's our favorite time of the episode. I wasn't in a good mood, guys. I wasn't in a good mood, and I was channeling my inner Jose, and I could talk a lot about Chelsea. We've had a troubled career together, and we talk about Gus Hiddink. I don't got anything wrong with Gus Hiddink, but it was the players that gave up. The players that got me sacked right here. So, what can I say? Should I say something about Hazard? You know what? Let's talk about Diego Costa. Diego Costa, I thought was a good player. I honestly did. And he was for about half a season, but, you know, he hasn't really recaptured that form since that first half of the season for Chelsea, and since then, I don't think he's not that impressive. I don't think he's worth the price tag that I paid for him. We're not going to change anything. We're not going to change anything right here. And that is all I have to say about him. But a little bit more interesting scheme right there. We get $8.5 million for qualifications through the qualification rounds. Well, actually making it through the qualification rounds. So we have some moolah to spend on. And we have been seeing the injection of youth really paying dividends for Manchester United with the additions of, the upgrades of Fosu-Mensah, with Rashford, with Andres Pereira and Januzaj coming through the ranks, Lingard even. We still have to. I know it's not in the blood of Jose Mourinho's lifeblood to be bringing through youth, or is that a fallacy? Because if you think about it, he brought in some youth when they were, when they were kind of worth it. If you think about it, at Chelsea, brought through Kurt Zouma, playing him ahead of Terry. And if you think about at Real Madrid, he brought through Rafael Varane to play ahead of, the likes of Sergio Ramos or Pepe, although, injury could have played a part into that. But, long story short, we got these 5-star scouts. We have a world-class, academy system. Let's keep that legacy going, lads. Let's go ahead and scout it. As you can see right there, putting scouts in England, in Brazil, and in Germany, all world-class footballing nations. And as you can see right here, leading up to that, the future looks bright for this team, for Manchester United. But now the future is now, can we do it? Can we defeat Jose Mourinho's old team in Chelsea? How will the fans, how do you think, leave it in the comments down below. How do you think the fans would react right here? As you can see, we're starting all of our big boys: Martial, Lewandowski, Messi, Ronaldo, all the biggies. Wayne Rooney and Nangaland in the midfield right here. And this is it, big boys. Our first, Jose Mourinho's first return to Chelsea. As you can see, we sit atop the league. But if Chelsea can defeat us right here, they will pull within 2 points of the top, and that could possibly put Spurs ahead of us. We will see how it goes right here. And as you can see, all the big names: Chris Smalling and Rafael Varane start in the back, along with Luke Shaw and Florenzi David De Gea in between the sticks. And for Chelsea, they're rolling out all of the big names. Cuadrado returning, I guess since Jose's gone, Cuadrado could actually make a name for himself. Mikel, a Jose Mourinho favorite, and Matic in a stout, steely team right here. A lot of meat, a lot of beef. A lot of beef in this team, and it would be all Chelsea early on right here. Hazard going ahead, doing a little 1-2. Wayne Rooney staying home, getting a cross, and oh my God, diabolical tackle, setting him off. A yellow card was too kind, and that absolutely pissed me off right there. Taking out the captain from behind, and I took that as that was personal. That was a message from Hazard to Jose Mourinho to Wayne Rooney that, yeah, we happy you gone. We happy you gone right there. I was like, all right, we're going to break your leg. We're going to break your goddamn leg. That's what we're going to do. Wayne Rooney cutting inside. What is he going to go? Cuts it. And a little bit, just enough to go ahead and put it off. Should have done better, but on his non-preferred left foot right there. And as you can see, Matic may be getting a little bit of skim on it, and looked like Courtois probably had a covered world-class keeper. The Belgian was going to be tough to beat. And this team was tough to break down in total. Messi now, can a moment of magic compete? Can't pick out. Oh, right there. Can he pick out a moment of magic? I can Just stumbling over my words a little bit. And Nangolan stumbling over his feet right there. Should have done better. Once again, finding ourselves on our non-preferred foots right there. And look at me, just trying to break Hazard's leg pretty much. I was on a revenge coup right here. Now Austria goes ahead, does in 3 of our defenders. Mikel laying it out to Hazard. I was still going it. Then we fall short. Florenzi cannot take out the legs of Hazard. He whips it inside. And who is there but the man that Jose Mourinho has criticized? And it is all coming down. It is all coming down. We have played right into Chelsea's arms. They piss us off, they get us all riled up, taking out our captain, going after our boy Wayne Rooney. We do the stupid move instead of just staying home and playing good defense. We try to get the revenge tackle, and we are spurned. We are absolutely punished by Hazard outpacing us, and then Diego Costa doing what he does, finishing close range, being absolutely clinical, and it would take a second half for us to restore our dignity in this one. Could we break him down? Anthony Martial cuts inside, and Matic and Mikel were working overtime. It was so incredibly hard. This was the best defense that I have played in months, playing FIFA 16 right there. Look at this. Even Pedro getting back, blocking 2 consecutive shots from Cristiano Ronaldo. And with that, Wayne Rooney was absolutely knackered. He was beat up in that midfield. We have to bring the big bad Bazor. See if we can get something going right here. Lionel Messi cutting it out right here. Getting taken out from behind. They were not giving us any space. They were suffocating every single attack. Every little thing that I could possibly come up with. Going ahead, Boateng, who has joined into this career mode. And now we get a free kick from 37 yards out. And we only have 1 man that could possibly save us. Can we get it past? Can we fire a powered free kick at 39 yards? It's going! And Courtois with a big boy save! I thought that was going in. A moment of brilliance was so close. But now we had to keep on pressing on. Lionel Messi cuts back. Can he find anyone? Gets in between. Boateng falls over. Still falls to Lewandowski. To Florenzi. And once again, Matic and Mikel sitting right in front of those center backs. Oh, just an absolute great wall of China that was just brick walling us every single time, suffocating every single little bit of air that we had. Lewandowski, too much. He had the ball right there, but too much power onto it. I had only tapped it. And with that, guys, 93rd minute going out of play. We desperately bring in Dele Alli and Rashford to hopefully turn our hopes. Can we salvage a point from this match? Can we believe in Jose time? We win the ball back. We take it out of bounds. And that is all that she wrote. We lose. 1-0. And Gus Hiddink and the Chelsea boys put on a vintage Jose Mourinho performance. We got winded up. We got taken for 1. And they 1-0 this, and then they shut the door. They parked the bus, and there was nothing we could do. We had 52% of the possession. We had more shots, same shots on target. But they pull it out. They pull it out. Now all I can do is golf clap. Well played, Chelsea. Well played. We'll see you. We'll see you again later in the season. I'll remember this. I'll remember this. We still sit atop of the league. We are now tied on goal differential right here. Now as you can see, we are 1 episode. There's going to be 4 games. I'm going to action pack it. 4 games, as you can see right here. Coming in Norwich, Everton, along with the 2 other teams that I just breezed by right there. And we're going to go ahead and action pack them into the next episode so we can get to the transfer window just a little bit quicker than usual. And as you can see right here, we're in Capital One Cup. And if you know anything about me and what I've been saying in the past couple episodes, Capital One Cups are to display the youth. We are getting a double dose of youth in this episode. We got to see it up against Wolfsburg, and now we get to see it up against my bogey team, Newcastle United. We were able to defeat them in the league in the previous episode, but there's something about, you guys who play a lot of FIFA can tell me this is true, but I feel it is true. It's something about cup games that the AI always feels a little bit tougher. Maybe it's a mental thing, but, you know, I've been talking to, like, the, you know, Rich Lee and Gardy and you know, T-Ray all day and all of them, and they say, yeah, you know, it's the cup games. They kind of play up. They kind of play up to you, especially the smaller teams really come, like, just like a pit bull on a bone, just right at you every single time. So I was not taking this one for granted. As you can see, they were not taking this for granted either, starting most of their big names in there. Perez, Cabela, Colback, Townsend, Wijnaldum. Of course, all the new signees are in this save. As you can see, Pedro was over. Pedro and Pato were actually over for Chelsea in that one. And as you can see right here, we're going in. Angel Correa. Can he do something? The magical little angelic Argentine gets taken out. Is that a penalty? The ref says no, and then we're just getting absolutely battered 2 games in a row. We've been absolutely physically bullied, and that's the penalty. I slightly run into him. Both of my players get clattered. One of them gets injured, and it is none other than Ander Herrera, who's absolutely just getting battered. But look at the heart. Even though he's injured, he's still the best player. He's showing the most heart, playing through the injury. Falls to him right here. Fires the shot, left-footed, and I swear all of the goals in this episode have come from off-foots, from weak foots right there. And there he goes, patted badge. He's the captain for this match. And do it. Damn on. Oh, yes. Oh, no, Herrera. A red through and through. You can see the passion of the event. And as you can see, we're going to slow it down. Really lucky. Pinballs right underneath. I don't know who that was. I think that was callback or somewhere. Or, no, it was Janmat. Kicks it. And it ping balls right underneath Tim Krul. Unlucky. Otherwise, Tim Krul probably saves that, but we will take it, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, hampered Ander Herrera, probably not going to be able to make it through the halftime whistle, but he absolutely goes ahead and puts us ahead of this tough Capital One bout. Most of the youngsters out there looking Ander Herrera, playing through that little crossbar right there. And now, could Newcastle get something back right here? Saviet goes ahead, whips it over the top, and no one is there! Soft goal from David De Gea. You won't hear me criticize him most of the time, but wow, Jose Perez. I mean, no knock on him. I mean, it was a fine little header, but one, he was unmarked completely. Fosu-Mensah going right there. Well, a miscommunication from Fosu-Mensah and Nahar. Nahar probably should track back a little bit right there, but David De Gea actually hits him in the gloves, and he still goes through. Not a rare sight that you'll see for him, and there you guys go. On the verge of halftime. Could we possibly get something going? Ander Herrera going ahead, playing up right here, but then it'll be Newcastle on the attack once more. Jose Perez going to that same sweet spot that they got the goal the first time. Wijnaldum flips it inside. Nahar is able to go ahead and parry it away, and could this possibly start something? And now we get down to the other side of the pitch. Flip it inside. Tim Krul whips onto it. And that'll be it. That'll be it. We had to sub out Ander Herrera. Good on him. Showing so much heart. And we can't get rid of a man. We can't get rid of a man who will play through injury, put everything he can to the badge. It wasn't just words that he said at the start of this episode. He truly meant it. That he wants to play, and when he plays, he gives it his all, and he proved it today. Ander Herrera, we are keeping you. I don't know how much money it's going to take, but I want you on this team. We need players like you. We need passion like you on this team. It's just not all about numbers sometimes. It's about the passion. It's about the love for your team. And it can go ahead and inspire great things. Can it inspire something special? Memphis Depay with a little bit of audacity right there. Just going for the hashtag chip life right there. That would have been the chip of the season, goal of the season contender right there. But Tim Krul keeping it cool. And now we will go ahead, whip it in. And there we go, another youngster. And the least, if you would have told me of all the players to get a goal in this match to put us into the lead, Wolfsburg Jackson would be dead last. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute scintillating cross delivered, and absolutely no one was marking the left back, because why would you? But sneaky Wolfsburg Jackson using 6'2", all 6'2" of his frame, going ahead, rising above like an Alaskan salmon in the wild, and getting ourselves a perfectly placed header. And it seemed as if that goal had an effect on the team. They drove the team forward. It put Newcastle on the attack. They couldn't quite get onto it. Bazard, can he finish? He cannot. But there we go. It's that boy, the beast. That's Rashford. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, doing a little bit of an Eric Cantona, doing a little bit of the peacock, and that was it. Beautiful counter. It opened up once we had the lead. Newcastle had to press up, had to go for it, and they are caught on a classic Manchester United counter. And let me tell you, and guess what foot he scored it on? Guess what foot he scored it with? Left-footed. He almost put it wide, if I'm going to be honest, but they all count right there. All left-footed goals and one from the noggin, all in this match, ladies and or gentlemen. And there you go, another demonstration of our beautiful youth system. And that is why we got to keep on bringing in youth development players, use that youth academy in this career mode, and have the next line, that next generation able to get going after the big names of, Lewandowski and Oh, look at me just talking about the youth. But it's all good. It was offside. Let me continue talking about the youth. Get out here, Newcastle, with their offsidiness. Actually, just barely right there. Defense played pretty well in this. Could play pretty well in this, but that is the name of the game in this episode. Youth is prevailing. Youth is showing me something. Youth play better than the big boys in this episode. I know not a lot of the big names came in this one, but I think it was a nice little refresher and a nice little reminder of what youth can do, what building from within can do. Yes, all the big name signings are going to be great for you, you know, but you got to look at teams and the way they're built, and you look at a team like, you know, Real Madrid, and you look at a team like Barcelona. One team has an amazing youth system, the other just kind of goes the Galactico route. And I think history has kind of shown which one has actually benefited the other. So we will go ahead and try to duplicate what Barcelona is doing over here in Manchester Red. And that would be it, guys. That will be it for me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. And thank you so much. If you did enjoy, go ahead, hit that like button with the nips. Hit it. I want a little bit of reminder, guys. We have hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel. I cannot thank you enough. I'm going to thank you so much that I'll be having a 10K Q&A tomorrow. You can look for that, and I'll be giving something. I'll be giving a little something back to you guys for everything that you have given to me. Go ahead and look out for that. Tomatoes. Same bat time, same bat channel. This has been your boy, B-. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird.